Hello my friends, today we are going to a few pumpkin farms in the United States to see how the process of cultivating and harvesting thousands of tons of pumpkins happens. And then later in the video, we'll also go to some of the biggest potato farms in the US to see how the harvest of thousands of tons of potatoes happens too. Now let's start with the pumpkin. Currently, there are more than 300 different varieties of pumpkin grown in the United States. Among them, the classic orange pumpkin is the most popular and recognizable variety. Mid-June is usually when the seeding process takes place at pumpkin farms in the state of Illinois. Currently, Illinois is the state with the largest pumpkin growing area in the country, with about 15,900 acres used. These seeding machines will plant about 4,000 seeds per acre. In addition to Illinois, California, Indiana, Michigan, and Texas are also states with large pumpkin growing areas in the United States. After sowing the seeds, farmers will then install a plumbing system for irrigation. Pumpkin plants typically need about 1 inch of water per week during their life cycle, and pumpkin watering is usually done early in the morning. Depending on the type of pumpkin planted, the time from seeding to harvest will vary. Normally, pumpkin varieties grown in Illinois will need about 4 months to be harvested. Currently, most pumpkin farms in the United States usually harvest in mid-October. This is a pumpkin harvest that takes place on a 4-acre farm in the state of Ohio. These pumpkins weigh about 40 pounds. As a farm that is not too big, the pumpkin harvest here is only done by family members. In 2020, pumpkin production in Ohio is about 70 million pounds. Here's what's going on at a squash farm in North Carolina. Basically, the cultivation and harvest of squash is the same as that of pumpkins. Harvesting hundreds of tons of squash at this farm is quite similar to the harvesting process at some sweet potato farms in North Carolina. The annual production of squash in North Carolina is about 21 million pounds. Next, we'll go to a zucchini farm in Michigan to see how thousands of zucchini are being harvested. Every August is the time when hundreds of workers from Mexico flock to zucchini farms in Michigan to work. Thousands of zucchini after harvest will be washed and packed right at this farm. In the next part of the video, we will go to several potato farms in the state of Idaho to see how the process of cultivating and harvesting thousands of tons of potatoes happens. Early April is when potato planting takes place on all farms in Idaho. Currently, Idaho is home to the largest potato growing area in the country, with around 315,000 acres. Accounting for 40% of the potato growing area in the United States. After about 6 months from planting, billions of potatoes here are ready to be harvested. In recent years, potato production in Idaho has remained steady at 14 billion pounds per year, accounting for 43% of potato production in the country.